You are still locked into your Feel Good Breakfast show, Expresso, here on SABC3. Just in case people have forgotten, Raul, it's still 2020.
Yeah.
Now, with the entire globe coming to a standstill due to the COVID-19 pandemic, competitive sport took a serious knock, with most events being postponed or even cancelled. But in a first for Africa, the Nedbank Running Club partnered up with the world-renowned fitness app Strava to bring athletes the Nedbank Runnified series.
Yeah, now this virtual running club not only challenged runners to keep active, but also rewarded them with serious cash prizes along the way, which was a much-needed income for athletes across South Africa. And now joining us this morning to give the rundown on the latest developments is Head of Group Sponsorship and Cause Marketing at Nedbank, Toby Badenhorst, and Nedbank Running Club athlete Kelly Van Vliet. How are you guys doing this morning?
Good, thanks.
It's such a pleasure to have both of you here on our Feel Good Breakfast show. I'm going to start with you, Toby. You introduced the Runnified Challenge when the country moved to level 3. What was the aim behind the challenge?
Good morning. Thanks so much for this opportunity. There were two main aims for us here. One was to provide an opportunity for our elite athletes to earn an income. Athletes generally earn money when they win races, and at the time, as we know, races were still cancelled and many who had been training could no longer earn an income. The second aim was to engage the running community who did not have a club, or club runs or park runs or any opportunity to engage with their running community, as lockdown rules were still very strict. So we came up with a solution that could solve those two pain points, but more importantly, give our running community an opportunity to train, have fun and engage with each other in a safe way. More than 200,000 people joined the Nedbank Runnified Challenges since the beginning of the series.
Wow.
And more continue to sign up since the last week of our challenge.
Wow, that sounds incredible. Wow. And Toby, I can imagine all the runners, obviously, after hearing the news of the lockdown, must have been so excited and elated to hear there's an opportunity to still compete. But what sort of great successes? You mentioned one or two now, but what are some of the other successes that you've had so far?
Well, since this was the first ever Strava partnership in Africa, we built a new Nedbank Running Club page on the platform from scratch, and it now has close to 20,000 runners registered on the page, who engage with each other on a daily basis, and the biggest running club page on the continent within the Strava platform. We've had a lot of great stories from runners who, through the challenges, have managed to improve their running or become more consistent. But the most important thing for us is stories like the likes of Kelly here, who started to challenge as a new member of the club, having joined last year, and is now officially signed as one of the elite athletes of the club.
Wow, and we do have Kelly here, and we want to hear it straight from her mouth. Kelly, how has life as an athlete changed now because of lockdown and with Nedbank Runnified series?
Obviously, we have all been training for these big races, and then when lockdown happened and all the cancellations happened, we were all obviously a little bit disappointed. But when Runnified came about, it was a great platform for us to get out there and still obviously being aware of social distancing and all the rules, but have these virtual races, get back into training for something. And of course, a lot of the athletes make a living from these races. So it was good for them to be able to get out there, win some money, train for something, have a specific goal. So it completely changed our outlook on 2020 as for your training and your running.
And like Kelly, I was listening earlier, it sounds like you've only joined, I think, within the last year, and you ran some of your best times during Runnified, and this led you to getting signed as one of the elite athletes for the club from 2021, which I think is a massive achievement.
Congratulations.
Congrats, but how does this feel?
Thank you so much. It is such a huge opportunity and such a huge honor. You know, when you put those green clothes on, you just feel a little bit faster. So I don't know, it's something magic of the green, but it's just a massive honor, and it gives me an opportunity to try and get better myself as an athlete and just improve. And it gives you a little bit of a push to try and make sure that you improve, obviously locally, nationally, and internationally. So next year I have a couple, like the Mauritius Marathon, and I've got a couple of goals in mind, maybe London Marathon, and try and go abroad and bring the Nedbank name with me.
Well, guys, thank you so much again for being in the studio. Toby, to you, thank you for providing athletes for just another opportunity to race and obviously enjoy our beautiful bodies. And Kelly, well done again. And we're looking forward to seeing you in the green running next year. The bar's been set, but of course, guys,
Thank you. Me too. do.
Oh, I love it. Now, for all the latest details on Nedbank Runnified series, you can visit nedbankrunningclub.co.za. Let's get involved.
Here's to you, can't work from home workers. Bo Terminator, cause every meeting key, I'll be back. The mask forgetting shoppers. Hi. And you, who go the extra mile instead of keeping just 1.5 meters. To you who opened your doors again, we take our hats off. Nina, who kept us moving, 100%. And of course, there no mayini general dealers. You might not be essential workers, Mara, you too played an essential role in keeping Mzansi working. And that's why we're giving you a chance to win your share of 5 million rand. Join Nedbank today.